Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman coming to you from our studios at where else? Capital Region International Airport. And, of course, their CEO, Nicole Noll-Williams. And, Nicole, thanks for taking the time to, I guess, land here this morning.
Yeah, that's right. Well, great to be with you this morning. Great to see you.
Yeah, so we had to drive through all kinds of construction. I mean, there's a few things going on out here.
We do have a few things going on. So, we're really excited that we're working on the expansion of the cargo ramp space that's available here at the airport for our carriers. So think of it as 7 football fields of additional space for aircrafts to park. So if we're seeing growth, not just here in the mid-Michigan region, but throughout the state of Michigan, all those next day packages for UPS are coming in and out of the Lansing airport with UPS and all their tiered suppliers. So it's important that if we see growth and there's the potential of growth, we want to make sure we've got the space to help support initiatives with them or other air cargo carriers that are interested in the state of Michigan.
It's so interesting, and I might be kind of close to this, but the community doesn't always have an appreciation for the cargo spot that we play.
Yeah, 63 million pounds of cargo going in and out of Lansing. And I think because of the pandemic, we saw a significant increase in packages being delivered to your homes, and that really hasn't declined much. As we've come back out and are now shopping in person, we still have products coming at your front door. So just think those packages, if they're next day, they're coming in and out of the Lansing airport. But beyond that, it's really looking at how do we support economic development in the region and the corporations throughout here as well as throughout the state of Michigan.
Well, so listen, if I put an extra driveway in my house, I'm anticipating another car. So if you're getting parking space out there, what do you think is ahead?
Well, there's opportunities with growth with UPS. They're tiered suppliers. There's a lot of new initiatives going out with the autonomous vehicles as we're looking at battery charged aircrafts, unmanned aircrafts. So there's a lot of potential. And we're talking to a lot of different companies looking at opportunities to help support this as growth. But then across the street from that, we also have a greenfield that we're working on bringing utilities. So that way we can bring in the warehouse space, bring in the manufacturing right here at Lansing. So for those businesses that truly have that need for manufacturing their product and then turning around getting it on an aircraft, we've got the right space for you to be able to make that happen so you can get it to your customers right away.
All right, so growth is essential out here, and a little reminder to everyone, the more you use your airport, the more flights come.
Yeah.
But let's talk a little bit about that growth because you've got some in the near future here.
It's been a lot of fun. It's getting all of our carriers re-energized with the region and the growth that's going on throughout this area. But we've got, American Airlines, and thank you to so many of your listeners that have submitted letters of support for that Washington, D.C. service. That was reinstated. So we have that for another 5 years. We're excited about that. American added another flight to Chicago. So you've got that morning, midday, and evening options getting back and forth to Chicago. But then Delta just announced they're adding a third flight as well. So we've got the 3 options getting back and forth to Detroit. So eliminate the drive down to Detroit and cone season that we have on the highway as we're fixing the damn roads. And of course, the Velo service, nonstops to Orlando International, and it continues to do extremely well. So make sure you check it out. Great fares, easy service on Thursdays and Sundays.
Well, look, here's the deal. If they're having great success, that means people are using this airport, and that expands your market area a great deal. You see people in the lobby signing up for a Velo from the UP.
Yes, you got it. And that's where that Velo service at affordable flights getting into Orlando International Airport. So it's the one that's even closer than versus the Orlando Sanford that you may see in other markets throughout the state. They've done extremely well. So as we get into November, December, they're adding more frequency. So you'll see a Tuesday flight in the schedule. And as we get into the beginning of next year, there's hopefully some exciting things around the bend for us for destinations and services, and all that international services kicked off as well. Cancun, Punta Cana, Montego Bay.
Well, and I'm saying when you look outside right now and it's 84 degrees, you don't think in those terms, but believe me,
it's coming.
Think about this winter, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about $9.4 million
Yeah. We're excited. It's a lot of these projects that we've been able to move forward with since I've been back a little over 2 years are due to us being able to take a step back and look at what is the impact that this has and helping to communicate what the economic impact is to our legislative leaders. So they know they're a part of making a difference and building on, so to speak, the foundation of the airport so we can have more opportunities of different services and diversifying our revenues. But one of these key things is looking at our roads. How do we help support the increase in potential traffic with trucks, with cars? As we build out all of this space, we need to make sure that we have the infrastructure to support it. And so $9.4 million coming out of the state budget. We're excited to be able to rehab those roads, but also make sure we improve accessibility with sidewalks and making it easier for those that are maybe coming in and out and visiting some of the businesses throughout the boulevard as well.
Well, you made some major improvements to your parking recently, and that's been pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's one of those things. We've got customers coming and going from the facilities, and we've got to make sure that they can come in and out with ease. Making improvements like with parking, making improvements with our car rental areas for even our tenants as they're coming in and out. We've got to make sure that they have the services they need in a way that's been upgraded and changed and get everybody passionate about the opportunities for growth throughout this area.
Well, you're doing a great job with that. Nicole Noll-Williams, who's the CEO of the Capital Region International Airport, thanks for walking down for the interview.
I flew in.
Always flying in. All right. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be back.